Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm going to review the 2008 romantic comedy Definitely Maybe. Starring, let me get the list, Rachel Weisz, Elizabeth Banks, Isla Fisher, Abigail Breslin, and most importantly, Ryan Reynolds. Now, I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan, and Smoking Aces showed me that he could act, that he could carry the film as an action star. By the way, I also consider Smoking Aces to be one of the best satires of action films I've ever seen, and I still stand by my opinion that it is the ultimate action film that we don't need anymore. It is so over the top and smile-inducing that it fills all my action film needs. But in Definitely Maybe, Ryan Reynolds showed me that he could be the leading man. He could be the romantic interest to an entire cast of people. And I also should point out right from the start that everybody in this film is beautiful. Abigail Breslin is cute and adorable as the little girl, the daughter of Ryan Reynolds' character, but all the adults in this film that I have just mentioned are attractive. So it's not hard to watch. This is a story of an ad exec who has a daughter, and the daughter has just been introduced to the world of sexual experience and the concept of, human sexuality in school. And this brings up the topic of, how did I get here kind of a thing. And he doesn't want to directly tell her because he's had 3 major relationships in his life. So instead of just, tossing that out there, he decides to tell her a story. And it's his recollection of the 3 major relationships in his life and how they led to her. So it's a story he's remembering. So, it's human memory. It's everything, So, yes, there are probably going to be some anachronistic elements in the story itself because it's a film and films are not perfect. But in the context of the film itself, it makes perfect sense that things are not perfect because he's just remembering it. And, people aren't perfect either. But he wants it to be a mystery for his daughter. He wants it to be a bit of fun in some ways. So he doesn't tell her the names of these 3 major women, their real names. And she doesn't know which one ends up being her mother until the end of the story. And this goes back to him just graduating from college, going out into the wonderful world of political campaigning, working for the Clinton campaign, the first Clinton campaign, and his eventual relationships he has over the course of his life, and he eventually becomes an ad exec, shilling breakfast cereal, which I thought was kind of entertaining. But this film is, I thought, delightful. It is interesting. The characters feel real. They have their good points, their bad points. They do smart things. They do dumb things. No one's perfect. They have warts, even though they are very attractive warts. People make mistakes. People get forgiven. People don't get forgiven. There's a depth of reality to the relationship that I felt really gave this film a texture that a lot of rom-coms don't have. I had heard some decent things about it when it was originally released, and I went and saw this in the theater ages in the past, and really enjoyed it. Now I have it on DVD, and the commentary track is the director and Ryan Reynolds himself, and it was quite entertaining to have the 2 of them together. Ryan Reynolds is very engaging. He is very good at speaking to people. He's very good at turning himself on and yet still sounding genuine and interesting. And I if you enjoy Ryan Reynolds, and you like any of the actresses in this film, this is a must-see, flat out. It's a lot of fun. I can't imagine anyone would be disappointed. I can't show you the DVD case today because I've lent it to a coworker because I recommended it to her because I thought she'd appreciate it. But yeah, if you like romantic comedies and you want to see someone who really can pull off the full breadth of a little drama, the comedy aspect, the romantic lead, the whole spectrum, I think that you would enjoy this and you're not going to be disappointed.